Hello and welcome back to another Easy Access English video. This video is all about listening comprehension. We're going to look at how to listen actively for key words to understand without trying to interpret every word in English. This is useful for your meetings, phone calls, and everyday conversations. We will also look at other listening theories and tips to help you to understand spoken English better and more easily. The first thing we are going to look at is the 4 types of listening. The first type of listening is emphatic listening. Emphatic listening. This is where you listen to understand, like when someone shares a personal story. You are focused on the person talking and not on yourself or your responses. The second type of listening is appreciative listening. Appreciative listening. This is where you listen to enjoy yourself. Some examples are when you listen to music, podcasts, or poetry. The third type of listening is comprehensive listening. This is where you listen to learn something new, like in this video, or the news. The fourth type of listening is critical listening. This is where you listen to form an opinion in response to someone else, like in a debate. Active listening is the focus of this video, and it falls into the category of emphatic listening, as it helps you to build strong relationships, gain deeper understanding of your friends and colleagues, and even deepens your own empathy. Hence why active listening falls into the category of emphatic listening. Active listening is where you are solely focused on what the other person is saying and not thinking about what you will say in a response, like in a debate. Ways you can do active listening is to confirm you understand through paraphrasing. You can paraphrase what someone has said to clarify your understanding, and also to give time to think and process through what they have said and your response. The second thing you can do to be an active listener is to ask specific and open-ended questions to dig deeper into the topic. This helps continue the conversation, means you can clarify your understanding, and it helps the other person to know if you have understood. Open-ended questions are questions that you cannot answer just yes or no. They require a full sentence to answer them. The next thing you can do to be an active listener is demonstrate patience by focusing on the other person instead of your own thoughts. Next, practice non-judgmental listening. Set aside the other person's opinions and biases. Do not judge what they are saying, just listen, and then you can respond. Next, exhibit positive non-verbal communication, like eye contact, leaning into the person talking, and head nodding. This shows your understanding, it shows engagement, and that you are listening, and for the other person to be patient whilst you take in what they are saying. You know they are listening if you see someone showing these non-verbal communications. Next, avoid distractions or multitasking, and make sure you don't interrupt the person talking, as this will confuse the dialogue. Lastly, listen to the key words that are emphasized, that are said more loudly and are perhaps longer, Do this to start, and it will enable you to get a general understanding of the topic rather than listening for every single little word. And most of all, just remember to breathe and remain calm when you are listening to someone in English. Don't get too frustrated or overwhelmed. It will not help you to understand, and I assure you, you will get better and better if you practice these techniques to start with. Some examples of good phrases you can use as an active listener to help understanding and to give the time to process what someone has said or to process what you want to say in response are as follows. The first is the expression, tell me more about. This you can use in response to what someone has said. It enables you to ask for clarification and for further information on a topic. Another good response is, I see. You can use this expression after someone has spoken to show that you are understanding what they are saying, and also to allow them to know you are still processing what they are saying and that you are processing your response. It gives you time to decide what you want to say, but make sure the other person knows that you are still thinking. The next expression is, and what happened next? This is a good question to use, again, to show that you are an active listener, you're engaging in what someone is saying, and also to continue the conversation. Next expression. So what you're saying is, you can use this as a question or to paraphrase what someone has said, to clarify your understanding, and also to give you time to process. Next, how did you feel after that? Another question to continue the conversation and for you to dig deeper into what the person is saying. It also shows that you care about what the person is saying. Again, this emphatic listening, showing your empathy. Next, what would you like to do about? Again, another question for you to draw upon information they have said and to continue the conversation, but keep them talking. Remember, this is about them talking and for you to listen. Next, what can I do to help? Another really good expression to show that you are an emphatic listener, you have empathy, you care about what they're saying, and it also allows them to then continue what they are saying and continue giving you information if you still do not understand. Another really good expression, and the last one I will talk about today, is thank you for taking the time to speak to me. This is a lovely response to end a conversation. It's a nice neutral response. It doesn't mean you have to have understood everything, but that you are thanking the other person for talking with you. Even if you've not understood, you can still show your empathy by thanking them. See if you can use some of these expressions in your next listening activity, and thank you very much for taking the time today to listen and watch my video.